Hello, students. Now, after a great northern plain, I am going to explain the third major feature of India, that is the peninsular plateau. Now, before we start this topic, first we have to know what is peninsular. Peninsular क्या होता है? Now, peninsular is a landmass which is covered by waters by three sides or water bodies by three sides. जो पेनिनसुलर है वो तीन तरफ से पानी से घिरा होता है. सो दिस पार्ट ऑफ आवर कंट्री, नाउ लुक एट दिस वन, this southern part of our country, this is surrounded or covered by water bodies. Here is Bay of Bengal, here is Indian Ocean, and here is Arabian Sea. तो तीन तरफ ये पानी से घिरा है, इसलिए जो ये पोर्शन है साउथ का हमारा, इसे हम पेनिनसुलर कहते हैं. नाउ द क्वेश्चन, व्हाट इज प्लेटू? सो प्लेटू is a table land like structure. Now suppose this is a mountain, this is peak, but what is this? Now this is a table like structure, इसको हम plateau बोलते हैं. So to the south of the great plain of northern India lies peninsular plateau. ये पूरा जो हिस्सा ये तो नॉर्दर्न प्लेन का है, ये पोर्शन ये माउंटेनियस रीजन है, एंड दिस इज़ द प्लेन. और इस प्लेन के साउथ में, प्लेन के नॉर्थ में देयर इज़ अ ग्रेट हिमालय, एंड इन साउथ द पेनिनसुलर प्लेटू. नाउ दिस प्लेटू कवरिंग हाफ ऑफ द एरिया ऑफ इंडिया इज ट्रायंगुलर इन शेप. जो आधा हिस्सा है भारत का पूरा, यहाँ से अगर हम देखें तो ये ट्रायंगुलर शेप है, इसको कवर करता है, एंड इट इज़ ब्रॉड इन नॉर्थ. अब अगर हम नॉर्थ में देखें इसको तो ये पूरा यहाँ से लेके यहाँ तक स्प्रेड है, बट इन साउथ इट इज़ नैरो. पर जैसे जैसे साउथ की तरफ ये स्प्रेड होता जाता है ये नैरो होता जाता है और बाद में एक पूरा ट्रायंगुलर शेप में फॉर्म्ड हो जाता है. Now this portion is formed due to the breaking and drifting of the Gondwana land. Now this whole peninsular plateau is composed by old crystalline igneous and metamorphic rocks, and this plateau is made up of black soil. So this whole plateau divided into two parts. This part, that means this whole is called Central Highland, and this one is called Deccan Plateau. The two broad divisions of Peninsular Plateau are Central Highland and Deccan Plateau. Now these two plateaus are divided by the Narmada River. ये नर्मदा रिवर पेनिनसुलर प्लेटू को दो भागों में डिवाइड करती है, सेंट्रल हाईलैंड एंड डेक्कन प्लेटू. द नॉर्दर्न पार्ट इज कॉल्ड सेंट्रल हाईलैंड एंड द सदर्न पार्ट इज कॉल्ड डेक्कन प्लेटू. सो इन दिस वे सेंट्रल हाईलैंड इज द पार्ट लाइंग north of this Narmada river and covers most of the Malwa plateau. बहुत बड़ा हिस्सा ये मालवा प्लेटू इस सेंट्रल हाईलैंड का कवर करता है, एंड दिस मालवा प्लेटू इज बाउंडेड बाय द अरावली रेंज इन द नॉर्थ वेस्ट एंड विंध्या रेंज in the south. Now this central highland are wider in west part. ये वेस्टर्न साइड में सेंट्रल हाईलैंड ज़्यादा चौड़ा है, बट दिस हाईलैंड नैरोवर इन द ईस्ट. जैसे जैसे ये ईस्ट में बढ़ता जाता है ये नैरो या संकरा होता जाता है. And this island divided in two parts. The first one is the Malwa, the second one is this Bundelkhand, then Baghelkhand, and then Chota Nagpur Plateau and hills is also here, and this is called Kaimur Hills. And the central highland is also drained by so many rivers like Chambal, Sindh, Son, and Damodar. Now this triangular landmass, this one is a triangular landmass that lies to the south of the Narmada river. Here is Narmada river. So this portion is called, the southern portion is called a Deccan Plateau. Now this Deccan Plateau has so many rivers as well as so many hills. Like first we have to see the range Satpura. This is Satpura range. This is Mahadev range. This is Maikal range. And here is a Tapi river. As well as it is bounded in western side by Western Ghat and in eastern side by Eastern Ghat. This is a Eastern Ghat. And in this portion so many rivers flows like Godavari, Krishna, Kaveri, Tungabhadra and etc. And this Deccan Plateau is also visible in the northeast, which generally known as here this one, this portion, मेघालय कार्बी आंगलोंग प्लेटू. यहाँ पर मेघालय कार्बी आंगलोंग प्लेटू है. And here we also see the three prominent hills in Meghalaya: Garo, Khasi and Jayantia. So this Meghalaya plateau is separated by this one, this Chota Nagpur plateau. Now comes to the two ghats of Peninsular Plateau, Western Ghat and Eastern Ghat. I have already told you or explained you that this peninsular part of our country or the Peninsular Plateau, it bounded by two ghats in its west as well as in its east. So in western side there is a Western Ghat and in eastern side here is a ईस्टर्न घाट. तो इस तरीके से जो पेनिनसुलर प्लेटू है हमारे देश का वो दोनों तरफ से घाट्स से घिरा हुआ है. सो लेट्स स्टार्ट द डिटेल्ड डिस्कशन ऑफ वेस्टर्न घाट एंड ईस्टर्न घाट. नाउ द वेस्टर्न घाट स्ट्रेच फ्रॉम रिवर तापी टू नीलगिरी हिल्स. वेस्टर्न घाट जो है तापी रिवर से लेके नीलगिरी हिल्स तक फैला हुआ है. एंड दीज घाट्स फॉर्म्स इन द वेस्टर्न एज ऑफ द पेनिनसुलर प्लेटू. एंड दीज घाट्स आर कंटिन्यूअस. ये कंटिन्यूअस है, बिना बीच में ब्रेक हुए कहीं से भी ये टूटा हुआ नहीं है. And these ghats, the heights of these ghats are 900 to 1600 meter, and these ghats receives a heavy rainfall by southwest winds. Southwest winds की मदद से यहाँ पे बहुत ज़्यादा बारिश होती है during advancing monsoon between the months of June to September. And these ghats are also the major sources of so many rivers of peninsular India, like this one, the Godavari, then we see river Krishna, Kaveri, Tungabhadra, and so many tributaries of these rivers. And we also see the highest peaks here. The highest peak of Western Ghat is Anaimudi. Here is Anaimudi and its height is 2695. One more peak is here and this is the Doda Beta. Here is Doda Beta and its height is 2637 meter. And along with this these ghats has also a passes, 3 passes. Here is one. This is Thal Pass between Bombay and Nasik. This is a Bhor Pass between your Bombay and Pune, and the Pal Pass between Palakkad and Coimbatore. Now comes to the Eastern Ghat. Now Eastern Ghat, these ghats are formed in the eastern edge of Peninsular plateau, and these ghats are not continuous. Why? Because they are broken by rivers. ये घाट continuous नहीं है, बीच में टूटे हुए हैं, क्योंकि जब वेस्टर्न घाट से रिवर आती है तो यहाँ से बार बार आने से ड्यू टू इतना इरोजन होता है कि ये बीच का हिस्सा यहाँ पे टूटा हुआ है. And the heights of these ghats are less than your western ghat. Its height is only 600 meter, and these ghats also receive a less rainfall, but there is a one important feature that these eastern ghats receives rainfall in both the season or by both the wind, southwest wind as well as northeast wind, during your advancing monsoon season as well as during retreating monsoon season. So this part receive rainfall from June to November, and no rivers originate from these ghats, and these ghats have no passes, and the highest peak of these ghat is Mahendragiri peak, and its height is 1501 meter. So in this way, the peninsular plateau or peninsular region of our country has two ghats. The western ghat is also called the Sahyadri range. जो western घाट है, स्पेशली आपके ये महाराष्ट्र वाले रीजन का जो वेस्टर्न घाट है, इसको हम सह्याद्री रेंज के नाम से भी जानते हैं. एज वेल एज हेयर इज़ वन कार्डामम हिल, जो कि वेस्टर्न घाट का ही एक हिस्सा है. The Shivroy Hills and Javedi Hills are located in the southeast of the Eastern Ghats, as well as the two famous hill stations are also in this Eastern Ghat, that is Udyog Mandalam, which popularly known as Ooty, and Kodai Canal. And the Nilgiri Hills, this is the Nilgiri Hills in Tamil Nadu, lies at the junction of this your Western Ghat and Eastern Ghat. यहाँ पर दोनों ही घाट्स, वेस्टर्न और ईस्टर्न घाट्स आके मिल जाते हैं. दैट्स वाई this part is called the junction of the eastern and western ghat.